lwabanga ni ngambolo yakuli lui kamboteni mina watu kikale kale olo Wolfman kuli watu kambota ndende chwana nibona serikali aulu kuzera fa na fari keti safa wana ku wadna watafera kutafera liketi
wadna watakuto kuli imani ya winire
basa
watakuliza lori
aba winire chwale zezali kuferire kono wase pakuli sana na ape walubuanga bale babamu bangoranga ingusa kuyola mibwala chwali kupayona kuli mina wabo bangoranga kuli ba mibwala kacheni musikalu buwafera muruvuwe nikweza participate Pazarubata. So we want you to participate in as much as you are watching us today, like you always do. All right, those on TopStar, you can call that number 0773738114. Those that are watching us on Facebook, you can equally leave a comment in the Facebook section, or you can call us also on that same number. This same number is registered on WhatsApp. You can also go to our WhatsApp, our inbox, and then you send us a voice note or a message. If you don't have bundles but you're watching on TopStar, you can just send a direct message and we'll get to hear your contribution. Yakachenwe luambola fa majankies. Majankies vajizenyi babulaire mutu bauzize mutu baize chwani. What long-term solutions can be put in place to end the issue of junkies? What long-term solutions can be put in place to end the issue of junkies? Ensha.
Kimi hato echwani yo kona kuveiwa kapa kuingiwa kuona kuli tabaye ya majanki ya kuferelela kwazo rubata kuziba kuli zamuna hana mina pamio poro ya mina kifi taba majanki bona kuri seizi na kweterere batu barikireza ikono kushora bataburi kala kimi hato ifie yeza ko yoro sayinga fera petro za kuti ukona kufutaniwe 5 years 10 years amna kutwa peta bajanki mwa Mungu so lo mwa Mungu kona kubona kuri of course the pockets of junkies in other places but
yes
Mungu kona mkuiza concentration yawa
ahulu
so watakuza kuti kanti ni hato yuko na kuingiwa kuvewa maswaka kuona kuli zewa likaiziwa kipeto majanki ikabafera history zeko na kuiziwa kuli size wa fera zeo peto tawa majanki ya fera kuferera kana iko na kuba baetereli kapa 10 chaba kili kama nze kuna kuiziwa loli kuli size wa fera zeo peto lokalibala kuli manino kile ko bakwateni tawa ya majanki kiona ngambolo batakuli muyeze participate muinge kabero kakuliza kakungona tungusa nomboro ki 0773738114 batakutoma ikutwa mina fataba tunaye
ensha Manjibana ni kuna na wale kambotire fateni bataba
aholo mabani na olikire ku potroha loskata kale kule alo ke kubuza mwa kuruba paini bona ma komboni zemuze kana kuli we went around and we got a few views from the people, so let's just listen to what others have to say on what I think could be the long-term solutions to ending the issue of junkies in Mongo especially, but wherever the junkies are, we just want to let's just hear what people had to say. Mawana nuruli kambote nischaba.
Wabule lakuli makata majanki kibabanga tahulu. Sasa kona kusufaza majanki kisikamani. Niambola ka opinion yake kama ikutwa aka nifumana kuli majanki sasa tisama majanki kwalo kikuli hakuna msebezi ya mwaloko. Batisemi sevezi ya mikwa kwa makampani kama nikona mkafu madakuli majanki bakafera majanki kuinera kutama kabatu akikuwa na kufedha majanki kono kikwekeza ma problem abatu na hupula na kona kufanya example ane rubere kama mkwa kwa kalamu mo michabane babeleka kwa 13,000 kana kwa yale ni kusina majanki mo hakuna yani wasori kutamaka koloka chenu watu wale wa 13,000 waitulezi fera mwa komboni Puso ife the 5 years hakuna soba hizo maulos. Kona that sama janki kuli watu wale woni babeleka wa 13,000 kaufela. Bai tulezi twale bakachangi. Twale lukupa muso kuli basika baina la kutamakaba tubaba femi sebezi. Kutamakaba tu akikora kufedha majanki kono kikwekeza mapro majanki. Kuli watu wale wamutamaka hape ni basho babo na basashwala mwabe Busile. Kulate kuyanga kwale kwali polisi kwali tologo hape kuisteza bana.
Ngefa ya majanki. Okay, banana ba tusahande kwa vile kama kesa kuli aluzibi kuli lipiuza bona kipiuza mfuzechwa kono nilikuwa kuli mwendi wanachana mbatizimu batseje kuli education chwana ni mabadharis ya especially ma trade schools ya kwa ba tutama skills nibona kuli kasabula hawa skills kwa kitu taona baswana kuba fanga chwale ditusiso zeba tutire kwa school kwale haba for example haba kiterali kambe kina baba batrati pede tokuli baba leke mama machine kuli bakale kuluka libona kuli ya bujaki bakwa na kufura kukelera kuli fo ukapatea kuli asa patea banana kwa kufuata na bujaki
so jangu kusifaze kwa family service aba bereka fani peto abana kufuza abantu so abakaza chwalo jangu guys bakusifaze bakutumulao
kuswani iyo mbulela kuli majanki kibanda na baba bereka watu babakulu esubwani baba baluma kuyosinya bona babonanga kuli kumusebezi womunde baba bafile wakuzambange basinyeza abantu kuno batwala muka bafumana muka basisa kuli twala ni marigazi babona baba iterezi tole yaba fera moni kolera kubona kuli weteni abafumane yakuba fako to then bale babamu bakapalelwa kweza musebezi akabona kuli kanchani kaeza chwana nikatamiwa nikayamwatolongo nikangana kweterere kakuli batu bale majanki bamukibanana kuloba mukibatu babahulile babana ndile mano likulayi so likama ngizale kafera hapo kwane kuleli mwindi kimali abonala kubaha manyinyani so selitaba yakuli mwindi abakena misebezi yale hakuna za kweza kawa ikena misebezi abukebenga kambe bana ndikaze bapadeisa mwana kweterere ana aifuta kwandu wapo mula hananako yakweze twani yakukala kukulera bulera kambazu ape ayange kwale kamutala kambe kuna ni maskills mwana kwa Bulozi kurani ikaze baza kuli micha hama yusi babeleka watani kabungata bafumana sharing ndo yale kwenda kufukuza kwa majanki kakuli kungata wanako bakaba babapate ile ni kukatala kakuli mtu yeye kwa musebezi yake kukalile kubeleka kasikisazo kumbuka itina wazi musebezi yake ateza futa kwa ndo anako yakuzama kuna watu banga fakwenda kwecho na lubulera bazu baba nwa kuna zebaeza kwa kuli balera fera kuzama isaba bona kuli bana nikaka inyani bana ni sharing yabo na kuli bakomboka na komanyi so majanki kufela kwanda kupata manga na kweterere tule butata wa mulao niona waba yemera kutikibanana asamula wakumutama mazaza mabeli wazwa mateni asikafu mana punishment yakuli baba babonera fatini haba tamiwa nukuba ni punishment yetuna kwa maana kuli watu bale yabali katokweza mikoa yemaswe bakali kanyisa pesa si mkubwa tamisebezi yeye inelezi mwa Bulozi isike tumapisu yake twakweza fera kuli kajeni baza tumapisu yake ngibaswe likulwera mubo muso utwana kwatu kwa mkwakwa kimaza za mabeli fera ombo kwa babeleka kafale kale batuwera musebezi kurobona abatakuja kutapa kutina tule kutokwa la misebezi yeneleze ma industry ya inelezi akuli ze muzeza kamtala kuna ni ba trade kings batire kwano baba beleka kwala kutani baba panga binyama soya ali kama ngizale kizenga hata ma industry kaswa nakweza kwano hari tali kazali kakenyama yusi wale bakwano tule haba pate akakubeleka kula zebaeza tabaye kwenda kufukuza kwa majanki fana kweterere kuna kusina zebaeza peto bakona kufumana fana kena kulimwana ndine 2020 chenje kutile kwa mulo bapula kuinga 2020 yali kuni amwayona miwani amwayona katunda atakakulwana kamba kuni Bulaya ngona kushora baba sodi kushora wachwa famali amanyana
zareki yari kimaye kutwa chaba wenyoro ikambo tene bona mabani kwani kwa musika wa mandanga pale different views ya shutana ama kutoa bona wabamba kule kuli abana misebezi kona kula mbona kuli banani nako yakuza maya
kuna zebaeza
fitana waya kwa kuna zebaeza kuna kuli banani free time
abanani nako yakuzama zamaya kambe wanani misebezi kama wafumana kuli akomboka 19 hours katezi yolovala imani kuchafa ni kulovala ana nako yakuli yo niye kakai ni mati semani ana but one of the views also that one by the man in a white and black jumper
tibatamiwa kusina kutamiwa nakweterera 2 days fera ape mula wabayemera ke walukulula
wanayo timula
batoka punishment yangana lori
ahulu
okay akiba ikuto asichaba banolofumani mukwana kwa mandanga mabani chore mina abako mu ruhera mina munana sikama kataba ya majanki kimi kwa ifi babi hato ifi ruko na kuinga kona kuli la feza taba ya majanki kuifeza kuifereleza kuli happy ski aba 10 for 10 long term solutions what that can be put in place to ensure that we end the issue of junkies once and for all. You can come through by calling us on the number 0773 738114, or you can send us a text message on the same number, or using WhatsApp, calling on the same number. It is also registered on WhatsApp, or if better still, you can go on Facebook and just leave your views in the comment section. We'll be able to read out your contribution. We really want to hear your participation. What do you think about the issue of junkies? Maybe it could be here in Mongo, or maybe in Lusaka. Wherever the issue of junkies is prevalent, please come through and just suggest what you think could be the best solution. Bobro saruzo rapidi ze mukilifuzani mwa current affairs.
Ensha sinamuzi wakudi alusaliverera maikutu amina mbya kuzezara developing stories ma current affairs. Okay, and ma current affairs yaruna kabona kudi sika sesezara urufa. The most prevailing thing right about now is the issue of postmortem of elections, and also what is involved in the election.
The election itself.
After the president, what happens next? Okay, there's supposed to be a petition. After the results, supposed to be a petition. People have the runners up supposed to petition for the results, and apart from that, if there's none, you go to inauguration. Now the question is, did they petition or not? Because we did see a letter from Linda Kasonde, former Law Association of Zambia president, addressing it not to the judiciary, but to the Chief Justice, private.
Is he not also part of the judiciary?
Private.
But he is email. He is the head of the judiciary.
The reason for doing that is because courts were closed on that day. And
also the servers, also she said that she tried to use the official,
and then they were bouncing back. So on our current affairs today, we've seen that judiciary has once again confirmed that at close of business on Tuesday, 25th of August 2026, there was no presidential election petition filed before the Constitutional Court.
Again. If you remember, again, even on the statements have been coming like almost every day from the judiciary.
Yes.
The first one was the Chief Justice, Dr. Mumba Malira, confirmed receiving the documents from Linda Kasonde, or written the people's petition, though it was highly unusual. That's the term he used.
Yes.
Highly unusual to receive those documents through his private email, but he used his administrative powers to forward or to send those documents to the Constitutional Court
for consideration,
and also advise
whether it was
properly filed
or not.
So that confirmation was everyone was waiting to hear from the Constitutional Court directly. But again, yesterday, like you have said, that the judiciary itself came out in the open to say, as out of close of business on Tuesday, 18 hours, there was still no petition which was filed. before the Constitutional Court.
And
so does it mean also the Constitutional Court did not receive the documents from the Chief Justice?
From the Chief Justice?
We don't know.
That is the question.
But this is what is prevailing. So we just read the statement as it was released yesterday by the judiciary of Zambia, and it reads: Lusaka, 26th August 2026. Further to the statement issued yesterday regarding the presidential petition, the judiciary wishes to confirm that as at the close of business yesterday, 25th August 2026, the Constitutional Court registry had received no presidential petition. Therefore, there is no presidential petition before the Constitutional Court. This was issued by Kalumba Chisambisha Slavin, who is the Deputy Director, Corporate Communications. So that's the official communication. That is the official position of the judiciary, is that there is no petition before the Constitutional Court. And as indicated by the Secretary
to the Cabinet,
Patrick Kangwa, the inauguration still stands as already put in place, which is next week, 1st September 2026. President-elect will be officially sworn in to take up the mantle to lead the country for the next 5 years, unless otherwise. But from this communication, we don't know what will happen today again. If there'll be any changes,
any development.
If there'll be any development, again, we'll be able to let you know, to say, okay, this is what has happened. But as it stands from this communication, it simply means that the inauguration will go ahead as planned.
Ensha. Kona zeo watiri wasepa kuli mwe kutwezi mwendimu dibele refya kuli inauguration yabo Mtompei ikabera kai no wakafumane akwari kiwomane. Ensha.
Maybe you also invited, sir. Are you also invited for as an official?
No, I'm not invited.
But official.
I'm not invited. Kono amuka wana steady bear sare.
You're the one who's going to.
Yes, I'm the one who has been in that.
Really?
Anamsazivi.
Okay.
Oh, Kilona. But your number is 0773738114, 0773738114. The topic is what long-term solutions can be put in place to end the issue of junkies. Kongo inako kuna ni majunkies. Muska ule kuli no kwano hakuna kima junkies wateno nako. Ewa kima shori kima junkies. Azubi mama bizo mwafire mina. Encha kono wateno nako kwa area mina. Chwale, what are long-term solutions that can be put in place as the government begins a new mandate? What can they do to make sure that they end? Remember, you are the people. This democracy is a rule of the people, by the people, for the people. So you are the people to suggest these things. Oh, luwata chwana. Ne wata kumina kwa kuto kampena. Ne wawatama ikuto ya mina. Aiwa ne msika wafa kuli majunkies watachwana onaeko nana kwa yamina batereza bautu kisi kama nsemu watakuli sieza refa kufeza majunkies. Ensha kona nombolo yeo is first screen or just on the bottom on the bottom right 07737381. Fa Facebook ni woni kuliwo Innocent Tulisha. Bueno, sentu tuwana wale ba
weather man.
Mwendi makona kurudiza za kwatene kwa maferezo wo Innocent Tulisha muru talo sasa kwatene weather yakachena. Okay.
Hello ki kakusasa.
Chango mshe mwaka muzilesho nkafera.
Luzirandero abalekora shabo Tulisha.
Luitumeze mshe mwaka.
Gahoro.
batiri watera kwa ngambolo lwatereza manene kubuha ngambolo ende iswatafule
nahosha
maikoto yakangena munibonera ngena mushe mwaka ya bamachanke kubafeza ingena kana abantu abadamiwa basike bashwa nga police bonds abi bashwe koto yitu ne baswanera kambe kina yabusa nifa mutala abantu ane bakati abaswaliwa abashwe police bonds bana nikutami what life ko yifika ya torongo kuri yale umumu yana ndimu kuchwalo akabona kuti batu bakona kokoto bafirwe bakasava bakakutebomulaho abashwa koto yitura nikupito ne batwanera ntwe ne katusa byapede kasabisa bale baba mitangana kama batu baba nani ni mwelo chwalo kuna mundi bonyana ngena abe kuzafo ona bantu basona abatamiwa ni kupa kuli ba human rights babaze kanga banana abayinyani basike bakeranga mwete abale chwalo takubaze kiranga babasi yangi basira bakeranga materi ndio ne kaba hande kona abasori banana bashoro ba kumundi kiba 14 years kiba 12 years babo nabatema banana nabanya ba human rights bakena materi nyona baka kubazekera step nene bonange kuli batu babatemi basike bashanga police bonds kwe batemi ngitrongo bafanga trongo yebukiti kuli yana ni mekoto yacho kama yana ni mulo chwa niena akono kuti wamulaho nge kono mekoto yaka nge taba pemi ya wobeli ye apetini ye ono litari mezifera kizebonwa ni mwaka
litumeza ulubo botulisha
litumeza mushe mwaka batirwa mitereza
sazi yako likacheno mfukiro wa moya uchwani kwa
batiri mfukiro wa moya kacheno sina amubona kuli kufuka kwa moya usazo batiri kubateni ebini baterezi basuza kulibokolo kwisenda kwa maloli bale babayizimwa ha batusali misebili ya mwamezi kulikibaza amako kugimandwi basoko banitukomero kuli mukolo obakwezi bayicheke pi basika kale kana mukolo kunifitse mwabuzi wanuka kamba chwani kango yamba kana ni kutangeni ketire kamba chwani serezo kya butokwa kulinga kusasa kachen kama ni kadazi mikafuka mwakae nako hamuho nikubata kusokwenya mi kwenya ukandi na mwara 80 kusama sindi kitwa sio chasi mimona kwa mtsani mwana kukava nikazazi mikafuka mwakae nako hamu nikuchisa kachino kachisa misi abasuza kuiseza kwa rizazi kulenanga mamiroti kwa ya kafera basuza mangani kepes kama likuku ili kuiseleza kwa rizazi mwana kwa sisi na kamita kukaba abako ni mwana halimu mikafuka moya kali nako hamu nikubata kusakwenya mibusi kukaba tama kufuka kwa moya katuro isicha bazo kuiseleza kwa sirami suhu tutunyani basopali amu niliyanga kama batwana au ni butokwi bakubabera basaba au sirami bazo kubukirezwa uli kuna mfukiro wa moya mwadha kachenu mche mwaka
luitumeza ulu tulisha lukandelezi luli kwa mekutwa bwana shamba
tumeza mche mwaka lutumeza ulu
koza
mkopani fani watulisha tile mkopani vera
mifamu mfukero moya
tumeza ulu innocent tulisha bati ni wana washemi wakona kwezana chwalo mwa izezibo tulisha ni wana wakona kuliza 0773738114 wakona kuswala kwa te nifale zemu tuile kaofera kono ngambola yona ki what long term solutions can be put in place to end the issue of junkies musika bulera pa kuli majunkies kwanu bakataza
bata kuli luziwe kuli bakona kuferisha chwane
ensha
ni kwa kapa mihato yako kuingiwa eda kimuso kapa kimina sichaba mwa community mumpira kuli zo musale za fera mazo ha kuli peto majunkies wa abanako batena hape we tulisha bulera kuli the human rights these NGOs that do speak for these young boys should step back and just let the law take its course kwa zekeranga
to atami
we feel tolongo foi kwa wera
but one of the duties of, even though they say we say prison I would like to call it correctional facility.
That's how they call it nowadays.
Correctional facility. It's not to imprison you or to to just keep you there for a long time, maybe until
There's an
you die.
aspect
No.
of reformation.
Yes, there's an aspect of reformation there. You get reformed. I don't know if maybe my NGOs are kulerangi kuli aluba isa kwa kwa tolongo fa. There is a reform. You're going to reform their minds so that when they come back in society, they are reformed people. People who can even make change, who can influence change. I think junkies would make good guides. Imagine a former junkie taking on a group of boys, telling them, look, I used to do this, I ended up there. I used to do this, and I've never benefited from what you are doing. I think it carries
weight.
Yes, it carries weight.
Yeah, it can add value, and they can really contribute. Kuli haiwa mtu yana ezanga skaseo wakulera kuli nane nezanga skase kontwezi. You'll be able to understand.
Yes,
it's very easy to understand from someone who has passed through the same situation that you are going through. And mutu fera yakusiria kabulera fera kono yafitire matenga nane nili janki nyire kwatu ne bantamire kononzo bazonduta skill ye mifasa nili carpenter nili driver niza zenze aholo nyare umu yabata kwikene matena kona ku kwitutira kate aholo. So I think we do concur, I think, with the those views coming from about Turisha and others. So nimena lwata kutwa maikutwa mina kulikana mina zomu kupura kesi kama nifa tabaye ya majanki kuli bakona kufera chwani mwali komboni zalo na mi nombolo fomu ulize za 0773738114 aroso na pili kuzeza la luye kwa Northwestern Province iliko wo Permanent Secretary iliwo Colonel Grandson Katambi. If you know the man who
powder man.
Powder
one who got very upset.
Very upset. He wanted to punch someone. He wanted to showcase his military skills once
again. I know, he even showcased it.
Once a soldier, always a soldier.
Definitely.
So, Permanent Secretary kwa Northwestern Province Grandson Katambi wa alaizi kuli madisi kaufela ma Northwestern Province bazuse baba bonala kuli ki maward chairpersons va CDF maward chairpersons, I think ma WDCs baba inzi ma the politics. So those who are active in politics should be removed, according to Mr. Colonel Katambi, who has directed all district commissioners in Northwestern Province to immediately remove CDF ward chairpersons who are actively working with political parties other than the party that is in government, and they should be. There's a key statement. There. He should all those who are in active politics, but they belong to other political parties.
Yes.
And WDCs, they should be removed, and only leave those who are in the ruling party. Alo tueniza manzo yabo na ulika kutalabo Katambi.
Time. You can do anything to me, you can insult me, you can do it, but time. I'm directing all DCs with my support. When you go there, have another look at who is who. Only those that align the present government should be allowed to chair those committees.
Thank you.
There will be no politics here. I've seen it all the way from Gangway, I've been there. And these are the people who came out and started contesting on opposition cards. So they are politicians. So our job is to support the government of what?
Of the day.
Not of yesterday, but of the day. So this is work together with their Royal Highnesses. Work together closely with their Royal Highnesses. We want to progress. Remove them if you suspect them. It's not a job that they should cling to.
So the directive is very straight. The DC should work hand in hand with the Royal Highnesses to ensure that all those that are aligned to other political parties, those that are aligned to the opposition in short, should not be found in those positions, but only those that are aligned to the government of the day.
So it will always be there. So next general election, say citizens first, given the mandate, it means WDCs should be working with, or should come from citizens first.
Definitely.
Or is he saying that the WDC chairpersons should work with the government of the day?
They need to be aligned with the government of the day. In short, the party that is in government. When people say when it says government of the day, it simply means the party that is in government at that particular time.
That is
so if your allegiance, for example, your loyalty is to a different political party, then you can't work properly with the government of the day. Your allegiance should be to the party in government to implement the agenda, the developmental agenda of that political party which is ruling at that particular time. And in this case, the political party which is ruling is the United Party for National Development, the UPND.
All right. Well, we're still in Northwestern Province. I think our Arubon Filava, our Bon Filava TV, but you say, I would.
Oh, could it powder?
Have a powder. But anyway, we're still on him. We've seen also that he has warned civil servants against reporting late for official government meetings. This issue of reporting late.
It's Zambian time at the end of the day.
But Zambian time is very bad. It's very bad.
How is it bad?
It's very bad in an essence that, you see, if your meeting is supposed to start at 9 hours, then you come at 10. It means that it was supposed to end early so that you go and attend to other things. Hence, because of your delay, it will end late. So whatever it is that you were supposed to do in that 1 hour will be postponed to the following day. And what you are supposed to do in the following day to the other day. So it will just be like that. So meaning already your timeline is affected there. But again, to their defense also, government meetings also, official government meetings also have a way of starting late.
So sometimes it's the officials themselves that start late.
Sometimes, yes, I would say so, sometimes. But he has sternly warned civil servants against reporting late for official government meetings. So here is the man, the legend, the myth, once again.
And the video is courtesy of Northwest Broadcasting.
You have to be there. When I tell you we meet at 07, I'll be there 6:45, 6:50. So let us improve. You can imagine if we had invited the chiefs in, then a DC is walking in after chiefs have taken up seats. The director, the principals, the chiefs have taken the seats. The PS, the deputy. This arrogance must not be there. If you are still in the morning, you can excuse yourself, go and finish your morning.
Chiefs have taken seat. For example, I've invited chiefs, they have taken seat, then the DC now majestically now walks in.
Directors.
And this is does not just apply to Northwest.
It applies to
every
entire country.
The entire country. Every department, whether in the public service or in the private sector. It is just the standard should be the same.
Yes.
If a meeting starts at 0, actually, the people that are supposed to find you seated are the officials. You people have been invited. You need to sit first.
Yes.
Then your bosses, you should find not the
find
bosses.
you
They're waiting for you.
What that?
Yale I think it's kikerezo ende ta kumangi mangi kwa maana ni kulie hapa mikopano wohead mwindi kifasi kolo babize mkopano wohead ni wode pyo tibainzi kale maruti wana basaizi master from kapa basaizi fund basacheza wana mbati kuti kucheza. So it doesn't sit well, and it also it has an impact on underdevelopment. So if you want to develop fast, we need to make sure that we stick to time. And talking about time, let's okay, we seem to have
a caller.
Hello, sasa kiboma nibaliza kai. Ensha.
Mwana mwamba kali mwongala mulena kikale mzuile.
Luzuira ande mwaka.
Mwakona kuzuira pili washemi. Matazia banani network problem. Awulu.
Hello maruto. Panomba yezala. Amuru kutere wo mwana mwambwa 5073738114. Amulika kubata fuko inzi ka network hanyani kuli feto rwa no pana hande nende kono kibu itumero ko zokule nimina mwa teleza mane mwa rubuha nimu. You've made an effort to call us, so we really appreciate that effort. So we still go back to Northwestern. Today is like we are in Northwestern.
Today we are in Northwestern.
Where now we see the health director, Dr. Lakson Chidikita, who also serves as a PDCC subcommittee chairperson for human and social development, saying that the province is facing challenges including inadequate medical equipment, shortage of specialized personnel, and a limited hospital space. So I don't think that these are just challenges that are found in Northwestern province. Again, these are challenges which are found that are faced by, I think, most of the health facilities.
Yeah.
Lack of medical equipment, shortage of specialized personnel, and limited hospital space. It's not just Northwestern. I want to believe it is a country where it's a nation problem as well.
Yes, but I think where now some limited hospital space, I think here we have got enough hospital space. I don't. This district hospital has enough hospital space. The one due to the fact that it was already, there's no expansion there. Everyone, unless they buy off those people around, or maybe they shift it to somewhere. Yes, in that sense. But of course, these others, medical equipment, that one,
that one is a major challenge, and
major challenge
has to be looked into. Medical equipment, shortage of specialized personnel. You find that first patela kuna doctor wa meto
ahulu kitiyo kikuya kwa Lusaka.
Nya kwa Lusaka.
Yo ya wabiza wabonanga banana ba pediatricians. Yes, pediatricians kikuya kwa Lusaka. Woman kikuya kwa Lusaka. Woman kikuya kwa Lusaka. So I think Lusaka has everything now.
It's a capital.
Yeah, Lusaka, including hospital space. UTH.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think by now everything now has been put in place. There's no space for other unless they demolish those surroundings again. Yeah, but here's just a video of the
Dr. Lakson Chidikita
Ensha.
We have heard, and we hope they are just talking, because we don't think this can be a position of government. We have heard from those that have won to say they are going to remove their opponents, supporters, from social cash transfer, from cash for work. That is not necessary. These are government resources. Because when somebody has won, when a political party has formed the government, it means that it is a government for everyone, even those that didn't vote for them. And this is exactly what the president said. He's not just a president of those that voted for him. He's a president for everyone. And he said it very correctly. Now here on the ground, we have seen, I've been going around the districts after elections, but there's this talk that is coming to say Bazakaura, tizaba chosa pa social cash transfer, tizaba chosa pa cash.
Okay, we sincerely apologize for playing a wrong clip, but clips,
Yeah.
yeah.
Some, when you say clip, the other person will think the first one was
Not a clip.
The first one was not the right clip, but the second one was the right clip. Both, and that is Doctor.
No. We sincerely apologize. That's sure, but we hope we will get back to that video where Dr. Lakson Chidikita was just highlighting the challenges that are being faced by the health department or the Ministry of Health in that particular province of Northwestern. But otherwise, as we move on, we saw also Jito Kaumba coming out and rendering an apology in a public platform where he's concerning his remarks that he issued during the elections. If you followed his social, his Facebook page, he was issuing some quite insensitive remarks, especially towards the issue of the late Honorable Mtotoka Fire.
Oh,
yeah. So he had to apologize over those sentiments that he issued. So maybe, I don't know if the video for Dr. Chidikita is ready, or we go straight to Mr. Jito Kaumba.
Okay. Critical shortage of key staff specialized. These are nurses, doctors, clinical officers, laboratory, radiographers, as you may wish to know. The province now is received a lot of imaging medical equipment. Like at Soweto General Hospital, we now have got a CT scan, we now have got an MRI. It means no need of going to Kitwe or Lusaka now. These are already available in the province. But this has also come with their own challenges. We don't have specialized human resources to help us interpret these results once we do our CT scan, once we do our MRI. It's one of the shortcomings that we are facing. We also have got issues to do with absolute laboratory medical equipments. Most of the medical equipments that we have in our district hospitals, particularly those for doing blood in layman's language, want to see what is going on in the body, full blood count, as we call them. Most of them, they are old. We also have got delays in extending contracts to the contractors engaged to complete killing and renewing the first level hospitals. All of us are aware of this. These contracts, fortunately or unfortunately, are not being managed in the province. They are managed from Lusaka. And we are told these contracts expired and they need to be renewed. And what the paperwork is at the AG's office. We hope they should be concluded so that this first phase of the hospital because irrigating and minimum can be done. Inadequate resources to maintain infrastructure in deployed smart care pro facilities. We also have got issues to do inadequate bed space in Soraya General Hospital, something that Chair you know very well. The hospital was meant for 200,000, at the time was opened in 1975. But now, with economic activities coming from the mines, the number has tripled or so.
What should happen when political leaders realize that something they said during the campaign was misunderstood or created unnecessary tension?
Yeah. And that's the thing about competitive politics, is that people say things in the heat of the moment. We've watched campaigns over the last 3 months prior to the election on the, what they call it, the stomp, right? Being on the stage, the rallies. There's a lot that's said. Some of it could aggravate, right? You know, the counterparts. And that naturally does create a degree of tension. But the most important thing that we must do as a society is really recognize that it's ultimately a competition of ideas, right? There's different reasons why people support a candidate and so on. And you've heard a lot of things said in the midst of a campaign where, you know, the stakes are seen to be so high that people are willing to do drastic things in order to succeed, right? Which is obviously a very difficult thing to stomach. The reality is, I think it's also important that leaders exercise maturity, regardless on which side of the spectrum you're on, whether you succeed or you don't, especially at the time when the election is over. Because citizens as a whole have to move on, whether they won or whether they lost. Because the worst thing we can have is allowing whatever was said before carry through and become a huge source of tension in the country. Right? And I need to make an admission. You know, I've been guilty myself of, in the heat of the exchanges online, I got caught up in a bit of banter here and there. And there's some things that I can say now were quite regrettable. And I will mention this, and I think it's important, Ruth. You may not know this, and there's a lot of things I'm not permitted to talk about because of the context of certain things that transpired. But I'll draw you to a moment that took place, I think it was the day right after the election. There was, of course, talk of a lot of things that transpired. And, you know, I remember there was an allegation that a certain gentleman, I believe is the husband to the, you know, to Honorable Tasila, right? It was said that he had been hurt or something like that. But then moments later, I saw a clip with him in it. So, of course, that created a lot of jokes, like, people are pretending that they're unwell. So now, in the midst of that, there was another story that another gentleman was hurt. And they said he was in hospital, right? So again, jokingly answered, he's not... He's just looking for medicine for, you know, blood pressure. Something I wrote. Little did I know. In fact, I found out, like the rest of the country, a few days later, that the gentleman who was being referred to actually passed away. And I immediately regretted what I said. And of course, you know, government is structured in a certain way. Where you're in silos, right? You're on a need-to-know basis. Some things are way higher than my pay grade, whether it be, you know, there's what the security wings do, which we don't know about because they're the security wings, and there's secrecy around the operations in the interest of national security. So it's possible for me not to know, and this is one of those circumstances where I did not know. So one of the things, talking about mistakes and healing, I want to be able to, you know, genuinely, sincerely, from the heart, extend condolences to the family of the gentleman, you know, at least the people who had passed away during the course of, you know, this past election, for whatever reason. Not only extend condolences, but for the comment I made with regards to in the context of not knowing the condition of the gentleman, because of course, like I mentioned, we're doubtful what was happening. Yeah, I would like to really apologize to them for that, because the reality is, you know, there's a lot can be said without knowing, and that's why, for me personally, it's important to apologize.
Okay, words of apologies coming from Mr. Jito Kayumba, who is a presidential There's a special assistant to the president for finance and investment. Just rendering an apology to the family of the late Honorable Mutotwe Kafwaya over the insensitive remarks that he made during that period, and he says he made those remarks ignorantly. He was not aware of what was prevailing on the ground, and he thought it was just a joke.
Ensha zale kona zale watiri mwendi lweko teni Mwama Sports. After seeing the tree planting led by the PSA in Western Province in Mongu, where there was including the Hakainde Chilema Orange. Yes, you didn't see the news?
No.
Oh, okay. There is also Football Association of Zambia that just shown us that they are not just all about football administration and whatnot. They are also participating in the tree planting exercise. All right. So, first General Secretary Charles Chakatazia leading the Go Green drive at FAZ premises. So here's a video of General Secretary FAZ Chakatazia planting a banana tree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Let's see him after the party.
What matters is just planting.
Kneeling down, laying down. Yes, he's a farmer.
All right, Go Green.
So that's the Hakainde Chilema.
No. The other one was in the. You know, there was a tree planting here.
So I mean, a tree has been named after the president.
That's what the permanent secretary said. No, this is Hakainde Chilema Orange.
Wow.
Yeah, but they planted some trees there. Of course, I think it's everyone now implement. Even you, sir, you should plant a tree here.
Okay.
Yes.
And name it. Bruce Mupi Masalera.
No. Could name it Mvula. Christopher Mvula tree.
Okay. I think this is where we have to call it a day, and we're not going to weather. I think we've already been given the weather.
Yes.
By
We're Innocent.
Thank
you so very much, We're Innocent.
Tumeza olubo tulisha kwa kulufa piho yani ya mfukiro wa moya mi nasepa mwikutwezi amone kuli minaba yamba mwaipuluka musuna kona kuli yani ya kwa yamba fakana moya au fuka chano kandi lumreza kuyukuta ngeni iketile kapa chwani batumbutu tuomone kuli kafera mwa bavali la tumbutu tuamina vitumezo tulisha mina sepa kona fuluka bebe mezi mwa tukso yalona yakacheno ya Busile Good Morning Breakfast Show. Tukisoi miteranga za zenzazi kuzoala mbulo kuyala perekero. Mi nasepa tumeza hape nikumina bako nilekuliza hape isa liwo tulisha wali zize kiwitumero hulu ni wamona mwambwa kimu maifera kuli network aisikolo mileza kui kambota ni wana kono ngambolo yaruna nerutari mafa taba ya majanki kuli kifi kwa kapa mihato mkona kuingiwa ni kuwana kula likazo eziwa taba ya majanki kipeto kona mweka felela kufelelera. You can still continue to discuss and suggest these solutions to your leaders, because at the end of the day we have a new government that has a new mandate, so those ideas, those solutions are very much important, so that your leaders will put them into consideration. Litumeze hape haruko paneni kamso fa tuksoyeswana ya Busile Good Morning Breakfast Show. Papela bo manjinela bo transmission controller bo Christopher Mvula manensi chabaka ofera sisi wanakoli singire kabiro matukso yakacheno kina natanafuna wa mzira nibo
Bruce Mwipihi Masalela
kamso
for saying kozo
kamso litumezi.